And here is a look at the phalaenopsis orchid that I grew out. And I am responsible for these blooms myself. I purchased this plant last year on discount at Lowe's. And it came with a tag. And I looked it up, and it's supposed to be one of those phalaenopsises with purple streaks on the blossoms. And of course I got a white blossom one. So I was initially disappointed by it, but I like the large white blooms. So, and I grew this outside for most of the year, and I only brought it inside in the plant room just because I wanted to enjoy the blossoms. I had an orchid outside on the windowsill, inside on the windowsill, and the blossoms blasted, I think because of the heat. So I just wanted to enjoy these a little bit longer. And underneath it is a phalaenopsis that's coming into bloom, and I am responsible for these blooms myself, so I am feeling pretty excited about it. I grew this under light all year, so this is what I've gotten, and I think it's a double blossom one. I got it from Gold Country Orchids a little while back, and it is a phalaenopsis. Is that Sinyang Carlos? So I wanted a Vini type, and so that's what he sent me. So I do have some algae growth in the soil, as you can see. It's a little frustrating, but that's the phalaenopsis. And below I have some phalaenopsis orchids. These are some warm growing ones. They're growing under some fluorescent lights to produce some blooms. It's supposed to be summer bloomers, so hopefully I have some blooms this summer. Alright, and these are the orchids that I'm growing inside under a windowsill. And there you go. And here is a look at some of the orchids that I'm growing inside. These are cattleyas, and I've had these for a few years, probably 2 years, and again they have not bloomed for me at all. So I grew them outside last year, and then I grew them in the wintertime against the windowsill right here, and they've done some growth, but no signs of blooms. So I'll try to go through each one of them. This is this cattleya. I think this is a new stem, new growth right here. And this is from one of those bag babies. Let's see. It should be a purple one. And the tag is, that's it. Focus. There you go. Okay. And it has nice, root growth. So that's something. Here is another one. I think this is a dendrobium. Right here. That's the tag. Another bag baby. This is a species Trianii that I got from Chadwick's and Sons Orchids. Excuse me, it's Labiata. It looks pretty horrible actually. And I paid a pretty penny for this one, and at least the roots are still growing. So no signs of bloom. It was in a much healthier shape when I first got it, and it's just what I got. What happened is I shouldn't have purchased such an expensive plant when I was new at growing cattleyas. But I read that the Chadwick's orchid book of cattleyas, and I liked the blossoms, so I thought I would give it a shot. So there we go. Next time, if you're a beginner, don't get the expensive species. And this is probably actually a cheaper version of it. So I can't throw it away or give it away because I want to see it actually bloom, but it's not doing so well. I also have this one, a bag baby one. I think this is species Boringina. Oops. Right here. It's doing pretty nicely. Nice growth. Healthy. And so, I think this, I don't know when it's gonna bloom, but at least it's healthy. So, alright. This is another species I got from Chadwick's and Sons. This is a mossy eye. This has been through a lot, actually. I grew it indoors for a while, then I grew it outside, and here it is. And I really want this one. So it's doing much better since I exposed it to sunlight instead of LED lights. So I will put it out in the sun this summer and see how it goes. And see, we'll have some dying. So I guess it had some watering issues at one point. I think this right here is a new growth, but the tips are turning black, so I don't know what that means. Right, it's right there again, but at least I have some root growth, so that's something. This is another bag baby that I've had for quite a while. No bloom on this one at all either. It should be a purple one. At least the roots look nice, but I'll tell you, I think I'm sort of losing patience. Okay, I had some technical issues in that last video, so this is just a follow-up on some of the orchids that the cattleyas that I was showing, and didn't quite get to finish. So this is I think I was talking about the mossy eye, and that's it right here. And these are the black tips. I'm gonna look that up and see, what this means. It's probably improper watering or something, not sure. I think the roots are better than it was last year though, but it's still sort of unstable, but it has roots. And I noticed that it does have new growth right here, and I believe that the springtime right now is its growth season. So if I'm going to repot it, I think I need to repot it now, but I think I want to leave it alone. I'm not really sure. Alright, and this is just a regular one I got from Lowe's. I think it's a Patinera Triple N hybrid or something. It's compact, I like that. It has new growth, I believe, right there. And yeah, this is it. So we'll see how that goes. It has a little sun damage. I think it's too close to the window with the sun. And then this is another of my original bag baby hybrids that I got. This has been through a lot as well, like the others. I just want to see them bloom. But I have new growth. That's this one here and that one. But I see that they have some sun damage as well too. So now it's too bright. So after having a long time of them not receiving enough light, now they have too much. So I could tell now that it needs to be watered. Perhaps I'm not watering them enough, I'm not really sure. Yeah. At least the roots are in a good condition. I'll tell you, growing orchids has been one of the most difficult things that I've had to grow. The learning curve is tremendous. I think it's because I don't water them enough, actually. The humidity should be fine in my area, but it's just the watering them. And this is the phalaenopsis orchid I picked up the other day. This is this has the blossom color that I wanted the one in the grow room to have, the large purple blossoms. So I picked it up for that reason, and it's compact. So yeah, I like that. Although I do sort of like the big honking plants, but they take up too much space. So I end that on this happy, good note. Thank you for listening.